The epic naval battle between the USS Kearsarge and the CSS Alabama on June 19, 1864, is one of the two most famous single-ship actions of the American Civil War, the other being the duel of the ironclads CSS Virginia and the USS Monitor. Case Auctions is excited to present several items from the Kearsarge and its captain, Admiral John Winslow, in our July 8th auction in Knoxville. These items descended in Winslow's family through his only surviving grandson, Army Brigadier General E. Winslow, who retired to Memphis in 1922. His grandson sold the family's historic home this spring, and now, for the first time ever, several relics from this important Civil War battle are coming on the auction market. When Winslow took command of the Kearsarge, he did so with an urgent directive from U.S. Navy Secretary Gideon Welles to hunt down and destroy the CSS Alabama. Under the command of Captain Raphael Semmes, the Alabama became the Confederacy's most notorious raider, choking off a critical amount of money and trade for the Union. For Winslow, pursuing the Alabama wasn't just war, it was personal. As young sailors aboard the USS Raritan, he and Semmes had once been roommates. Now, the former friends would meet as the leaders of opposite sides in a dramatic, high-stakes matchup at sea. First up, Lot 561, the abstract log for the U.S. steamship Kearsarge, Captain John Ancrum Winslow commanding. The handwritten entries commence April 27, 1864, and get especially interesting on June 14th, when Winslow and his crew, quote, found the rebel privateer Alabama lying at anchor off the coast of Cherbourg, France. They could not attack, however, because Semmes and the Alabama were in a neutral port. The log records several anxious days as the crew of 150 waited for the Alabama to come out and fight, which Semmes did on June 19th. An hour-long battle ensued that left 40 Alabama sailors dead, but the Kearsarge with only 3 injured, although one fatally. The log records not only the action, but also the stunning aftermath, with Semmes and several officers escaping aboard a nearby English yacht as the once mighty Alabama sank to the bottom of the sea. Next, Lot 562, the 35-star flag on board the Kearsarge during her battle with the Alabama. 35-star flags are collectible in their own right, having only been official from 1863 to 1865. But this one bore witness to one of the Civil War's most important battles. Based on its size, this flag of imported wool bunting would have been a number 12 boat flag, according to 1863 Navy regulations. Boat flags were issued for each launch craft of larger warships, of which the Kearsarge had 4. This flag's cotton or linen canvas hoist edge is a specifically designed hollow sleeve to allow the passing of the knotted rope used to attach the flag to a ship's halyard for hoisting. This flag is one of only 4 known surviving flags from the Kearsarge. The flag which flew at the gaff has been at the Smithsonian since the Winslow family placed it there in the 1870s, and the other 2 are in the U.S. Navy system. This flag is offered along with a commendation awarded to Captain Winslow from the New York State Chamber of Commerce for his, quote, skill, coolness, and intrepidity. It also includes a later framed photo of him and his officers, plus a full write-up on this flag by Civil War flag expert Greg Biggs. Lot 563, a 13-star flag, is believed to have also been on board the Kearsarge. It features a traditional design in use by the U.S. Navy since the 18th century. But, according to American flag expert Jim Farragon, the materials and construction techniques are consistent with the mid-19th century and, like the 35-star flag, it also meets the requirements for a Civil War-era Navy boat flag, including a very display-friendly size. The winning buyer of this flag will receive a full report on it by Jim Farragon. Lot 564 is the telescope through which Admiral John Winslow got his first look at the Confederate raider he'd been chasing for so long. It's a Dolland 3-draw telescope with wooden barrel, brass fittings, and 3 brass draw tubes. English-made Dolland telescopes have been essential tools of battle since the 18th century. George Washington owned one, as did English naval hero Horatio Nelson. Admiral John Winslow's telescope retains its original scarred wooden box and brass tripod stand. Lot 565 contains a period watercolor painting of the USS Kearsarge and a tiny wooden frame made of the sternpost of the ship, where a shell fired by the Alabama lodged but failed to explode. This monumental stroke of good luck for the Kearsarge caught the imagination of President Abraham Lincoln, who asked to have the shell as a souvenir of the battle. The stern post was sawed off, and some of the wood made its way to Admiral Winslow in the form of a small CDV-sized frame. Lots 5, 66, and 67 include a silver tea set, tray, and centerpiece owned by Admiral Winslow, who returned home an American hero. The tea set is documented as having been awarded to Winslow by the citizens of Roxbury, Massachusetts on November 22, 1864. The tray contains an elaborate presentation inscription with their thanks for, quote, the service he has rendered his country in the destruction of the Alabama. This auction also features items from the Army service of Admiral Winslow's grandson, Brigadier General E. E. Winslow. First in his class at West Point, Winslow's own impressive career included winning the Army's Distinguished Service Medal for his valor in World War I. Lots 580 through 85 offer a chance to own his flag, map, books, and military apparel related to the Army Corps of Engineers. This auction will take place Saturday, July 8th at Case Auctions in Knoxville, Tennessee. It features a total of more than 1,200 lots from multiple estates and collections, ranging from military collectibles to fine art and jewelry. Preview appointments are available leading up to the auction. Live bidding is available in person, by phone, or online. Visit caseauctions.com for details or to contact us with additional questions.